I'm Erica Yary, and we are here at Mike V's house. We're going to ask him your questions. He asked them on ActiveRideShop.com.
Yo.
We're here.
What's up?
Answers.
Come on in.
Answers.
We need answers.
We need answers.
You got questions? I've got answers. Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Let's head out to the garage.
Okay, how about this? If the world was going to end and you only had time to skate one last spot, because that's what you would do if the world was ending, what would it be?
Skate the Brooklyn Banks.
There we go. Brooklyn Banks.
I even have a replica of the Brooklyn Banks here.
Joshua says, with your love and passion for skateboarding, what would you suggest to today's youth and new up-and-coming skateboarders?
Skating's sort of different for everybody. Everyone has their own, version of what skateboarding is to them,
Mm-hmm.
Whether you skate ledges, or you skate handrails, or you skate transitions, or pools, or you skate all of it. Everyone's got their own way of doing it. Skating calls for you to be an individual. I think that's what you're supposed to be. That's what a skater is an individualist. There's no team, there's no coach, there's no rules, there's no right and wrong.
Okay, so Jem also wants to know, would you ever skate to your own song like TK?
Every song that I write for Revolution Mother, I write it thinking I want to make the kind of music that I want to hear, And it's the kind of music that I would want to skate to, so why wouldn't I put it in the video part?
A lot of people were asking, why did you go from bald hair, shaven, to long hair also?
Yeah, I don't know. Why does anybody do whatever they do with their hair or their appearance?
So Will W says, Mike, what up? I dig most of the bleep. Most of it.
Most of
the something you
right.
You spit. I'm definitely old school, but I try to stay in touch. How do you feel about the current arena for skateboarding? And do you think it's possible for these kids to feel the same about skateboarding as you do with all the dinero and corporate sponsors due to our X Games commercials being thrown in their face?
Will, yeah, I do think that that kids today, I know that skateboarding means the same to them as it meant to me when I started, and as it means to me now, and as it meant to the skaters of my generation. I know that because I go out there and I skate with them, and I see it in their faces, and I see it in their eyes. I don't think the corporate involvement today at this level can ever take that away from skaters. Skaters love skating, and they do it for themselves. Not everyone pays attention to it or cares, There's a great population of skateboarding that doesn't open the magazines, doesn't watch the videos, won't be watching this web clip. They don't care. They just want to skate. It's kind of foolish to think that, that because skaters are in a Mountain Dew commercial or something, that somehow skating's changed.
Yeah.
If you don't like that aspect of skating, don't pay attention. I don't watch the X Games.
Yeah.
I barely open skate magazines, But when I get on my skateboard, I love every second of it, and it means everything to me, and no one can take that from me.
How many bones have you broken throughout your skateboarding career?
Smashed my whole face, but my nose was dangling, hanging off of my face. Collarbone, 5 times in 1 year. Tear in the shoulder was really bad. Broken ribs, fingers, broke my wrists a few times. My skull is opened up and bled. Oh, I broke my jaw. I think the ankle was the worst one because I was doing a demo in Westchester, Pennsylvania. There was 900 kids packed into a skate park. My foot was behind, it's twisted. It just was like a dead fish, It's just I felt so bad, I just kind of got an autograph line started. And so,
On the ground.
Yeah, because I've been skating for 15 minutes or so I felt so I'm signing autographs and kids are squatting down and taking pictures with them, while I'm on the ground, waiting for the paramedics to come.
Do you remember what your first skateboard was? RZ.
Yeah, of course, yeah. How could you forget your first skateboard? My first skateboard was a Sims Jeff Phillips. Had going trucks, Sims 2-tone wheels, black and red wheels. Very cool. And had the black flag bars cut into the grip tape.
Actually, Dan says, hey Mike, how's it going? Why were you wearing 2 different shoes in the public domain video? Did you know that your shoe was untied? But I do have to say that I think your segment in public domain was the most truest and natural form to skateboarding.
Yeah, I was wearing 2 different shoes because I thought it looked fucking cool.
Jacob Lewis wants to know, says, I have a really old Thrasher that my dad's friend gave me. It was an interview of you in there. In the interview you said you were vegan. Are you still, and why or why not?
I was a vegan from like 90 to 93, 94. Vegetarian from 88 to 99. I'm not anymore. Why?
Yeah.
I got hungry. I got really hungry.
So this guy is saying, they say that you could beat up Chuck Norris. True or
God.
false? I like that question.
Dude, first of all, I'm not down with this like generation of people dissing on Chuck Norris. When I was a kid, Chuck Norris was a badass motherfucker. Don't diss Chuck Norris, and no, I cannot take him.
All right, so Sherwood says, hey, why did you like Mark Gonzalez so much? Is he the one you looked up to in skateboarding? If not, then who is?
Yeah, Mark Gonzalez, everybody. You can ask pretty much any pro skater, Mark Gonzalez shows up on the radar in a very big way. I mean, this guy was a visionary, and, what he did on a skateboard changed skateboarding forever. And he's the guy, really, in my mind, that really made street skating what it is, what it was, and what it is, and what it always will be. It was just a creative approach to, utilizing one's environment. It was like taking a look around and breathing life into everything.
David says, hi Mike V, when I started skateboarding, my parents said it was a waste of time and I should forget it. And I've been skateboarding for 2 years now and they still think I should quit. Did your parents support you in skateboarding?
My parents, they really didn't understand skating. And they really didn't understand me, didn't understand what I was going through or the person I was becoming when I was 14 years old. 1984, and I discovered skateboarding, punk rock music. They just didn't, they were scared of it, To their credit, at a certain point in time, when it was time for me to go, start traveling the world, and I left school, and I just, became a pro skater, they let me go.
Ryan wants to know, hey Mike, what was it like to get that call from Caribbean asking if you want to perform with Black Flag? How stoked were you to do that show?
I was very stoked. Kind of surreal, When we heard about the reunion shows, we asked Ginn, hey man, is there any way, that our band could open up for Black Flag? And he's like, well, I really don't have a lot of say in what the bands are going to be. Golden Voice is running the whole thing, so, and then we're like, oh, okay, cool, well, can we get tickets? We just wanted to go. Out of nowhere, Ginn called me, and he's like, hey, would you be down to sing at the reunion? I was like, well, I wasn't in the band, dude, He's like, no, we just get like a guest vocalist, He's like, we've never performed the My War album from cover to cover, and we want to do that as part of these shows. And would you be down to do it? He's like, I couldn't think of anyone better to do it. And I was like, well, what about the guy who did it? His name was Henry Rollins,
Yeah.
He's like, well, that's not going to happen. So, I didn't really have to think twice about it.
Okay, so Connor Grosh wants to know what your favorite tattoo you have is.
This is Lucy. She's my daughter. She's 7. She would want me to say that my favorite tattoo is the one of her right here.
Your favorite tattoo?
But my real favorite tattoo is Burt Reynolds as Hooper.
Okay, so who approached you about Paul Blart Mall Cop? And Kevin Lay wants to know that.
Oh, I just got a phone call from a casting agent about the movie, and I had to go and do like a, I don't know what's it called, like a casting call, like a reading. Then they called me, I got the role, and apparently I was the guy from day one. They wanted me to be in the movie. I was happy with it, It was a cool experience.
Andy Tyra says, hi Mike, do you have any wisdom/advice you can impart to someone who has trouble controlling their temper?
I would like to ask them the same question. This is some real shit right here. You want to control your temper, get on your skateboard and ride. Let it out. That's, all that aggression, all those bad feelings, the best place to put it is get on your skateboard and just get it out of you. Just ride as hard as you can. And that's the best place to put that kind of stuff. It's the only answer that really even matters today.